Hello everyone and welcome back to our European Journeyman series with Benfica. Now last time out we won our 5th trophy in Portugal with this team, and today our next match will be my 100th in charge of Benfica. That's an awful lot of games for a little under 2 years at a club. We also will take on Manchester City in this episode in the Champions League. That is going to be a huge game. It's just the first leg today, but we do also have the first leg of the Portuguese Cup semi-final. But the City game is what it's all about. Sporting have played an extra game than us in the league. They've moved above us as well, so only a win against Fiorense will put us back at the top of the league, and having fought so hard to get there, I am keen to stay there. But with that City game in mind, a few players are being rested. We're going to have Cavani and Gomez lead the line, with Mateus Pereira coming into attacking midfield for his first start. Thiago Maia, Cubas and Bazua are the midfield, with Arke, Diaz, Mamana and Pinheiro the back four. Alex Murray in goal. Ruben sends a free kick in, Diaz away. Pereira picks up the ball. Arke. Now Thiago Maia, back to Pereira, Cavani on the left wing, inside to Maia again, now Bazur, forward to Gomez, patient passing play, comes to Pinheiro, back across to Bazur, now Pereira where he should be, puts the ball in for Thiago Maia, and that is another stunning finish from Maia. He scored a great one in yesterday's episode, and he scored another good one today. Samaris. To Arke. Samaris again. Back to Cubas. Now Bazur finds Cavani, and there is an excellent finish for 2-0. There is the full-time whistle. It's finished 2-0. A very good performance from the team, getting the job done with a lot of key players out, and it means we're back at the top of the league by 1 point. Well, here is the lineup for this huge match with Manchester City, who are interestingly being managed by Louis van Gaal right now, which I'm not sure how the game has decided that's a good idea, but hopefully we can use it to our advantage. We are going to have Gomez and Penaranda as the two up top, with Lincoln back in the team. Cook, Pineda and Samaris are all fresh in the middle, with Grimaldo, Jardel, Vallejo and Pinheiro the back four. Gomez, out wide to Grimaldo. He's bringing it down the left flank, and then he loses the ball to Chamberlain. Neves, back to Danilo. Ball cut out by Grimaldo, but not very well, and now De Bruyne has it, on to Renato Sanchez. Griezmann switches a flank, and Chamberlain still got the ball there. Grimaldo really should have cut that out. Put across, Vallejo clears it, Aguero back in, but Murray picks it up. Renato Sanchez sends the ball over, but Grimaldo this time does win the ball, and he keeps it as well. Pushing himself back out left, but he's given it to Ruben Neves. Now Chamberlain on the attack down the right again. Goes past the second player. There's 4 in the box to aim at. That is absolutely appalling defending. Lincoln forward to Gomez. He's having the counter-attack. We've brought Raul Jimenez of all players back on. He hasn't played for some time, but here's Lewis Cook. Over to Pinheiro. He's got a bit more room than you'd expect. And it's come to Lincoln in the box. And we've got an away goal against Manchester City. Chamberlain trying to attack down our right. Grimaldo wins a big tackle, but it's back with City. Again, Grimaldo in with a tackle. Now Lincoln. Finds Grimaldo again. Doubling up on him there. Ball sent all the way back to Pineda and Jardel. Now Samaris to Cook. Lincoln. Out to Grimaldo. A bit more room this time. 1-on-1. He's got the ball into the middle. Pineda picks it up. Samaris. Back to Pineda again. Now Lewis Cook to Lincoln to Gomez to Jimenez. Oh, and it's just wide. He had his back to goal when the ball came to him. It wasn't ideal. Aguero lays it off to De Bruyne. Now Chamberlain in a good position. He puts the cross in, and Griezmann at the far post has scored Man City's second. Chamberlain looking to do damage again, and he goes past the defender so easily. I do not understand the mismatch there, and it's allowed Aguero at the near post to make it 3-1. Pinheiro with the throw into Samaris. He's still got the ball. Griezmann wins it back though. Doing a great job at left back, Griezmann. Better than our left back at least. Now Raheem Sterling. He's at least come on for Chamberlain, but he's put the ball over to Aguero, who's in on goal, but he's put it wide. Lincoln with the free kick into the middle. It's cleared back. Now Samaris finds Lincoln. Ball just cleared around. De Bruyne gets it away, but Bazur picks it up. Now Grimaldo to Cubas. Sends the ball over to Pinheiro. Can he beat the defender? He puts the cross in looking for Gomez. And Gomez has made it 3-2 with a 92nd minute header against City. And with 2 away goals, we have got everything to play for in that return leg. I was not particularly optimistic at 3-1, but at 3-2, we have got every chance. Ball cleared away. There it is. There's the full-time whistle, and that is not a bad result whatsoever. 3-2 defeat, still not the best, but the fact that we managed to get 2 goals despite only having 3 efforts on target in the entire game makes me very happy. Well, after getting a reasonable result against Man City, our attention needs to turn back to domestic football and trying to build up a lead at the top of the league before we go back to play City again. For this match, putting out a full strength team, Edison Cavani is going to lead the line again with Mateus Pereira on the left flank and Zivkovic on the right flank. Pineda, Cook and Samaris are the 3 in the middle with Grimaldo, Jardel, Vallejo and Cancelo in the back 4. Pineda finds Pereira, ball taken away from him. Now Ibanez. Cross to Sambu, ball back to Ibanez. Jardel manages to keep up with him. Ball put across though, and he's cut out by Samaris. Pineda brings it forward. He's got a man on the right. Instead he pitches it out to the left, and Pereira's been allowed to get there. He puts it back across to Cook. Very expansive play. Cancelo picks it up with a nice switch. Ball across, and it's come to Pineda on the edge of the area, who absolutely strikes one into that bottom corner. Cook with the corner, and there's a foul in the penalty area, and we've got a chance from the spot. Cavani to take the penalty, and he's put it wide. I think he's missed both penalties he's taken for the club. Oh, the ball's been given away to Cavani, who makes up for his penalty miss by making it 2-0. Lewis Cook to Pineda. Ball out wide to Grimaldo, 2 to aim at in the middle. Instead he goes short to Pereira. Ball back to Samaris. He finds Cook. Now Zivkovic slips it into Cavani. A brilliant passing move to make it 3-0. Zivkovic to Cavani. Now Pineda out wide towards Grimaldo. Instead Pereira got his head to it. Found Cavani's volley. And that is 4-0 and a hat-trick for the man who missed the penalty. There is the full-time whistle. A 4-0 win is a perfect response to that defeat in the Champions League. And it also means we're now temporarily 4 points clear at the top. Away from home against Moreirense, we have another chance to pick up 3 more points. We're on a stunning run of form in the league, and I want to keep that going. We're going to use the away formation to try and achieve that, with Cavani and Penaranda up top. Mateus Pereira is starting in Lincoln's usual place, with Samaris, Cook, Bazua in midfield, then Grimaldo, Jardel, Vallejo and Cancelo, our strongest back 4 in defence. Samaris sends the ball in to Jardel. Now Bazur goes for goal, and he's found the near post bottom corner brilliantly for his first goal at the club. Lincoln with the corner. Headed away. Ball comes to Zé Gomez, and from point blank range he can't force it in. We've done very well from corners today, and we've only got 1 goal. Grimaldo attacking down the left. He then loses the ball. We need to be careful about doing that when we're only 1-0 up. Barloco for Dejanda. Ball comes to Cubas, but it's back with our opponents. But Grimaldo's picked it up. Now he finds Zé Gomez. Can we finally kill this game off? Lincoln with a man over. That was a terrible ball, but it's come to Zé Gomez. Ball inside, and there is the finish from Cavani. Despite the poor pass, he's managed to make it 2-0. There's the full-time whistle. It's another win and another clean sheet in the league. We are on an incredible run of form in our domestic competition. 4 points clear again, although Sporting do have that game in hand. But worth just taking a look at the league table, where we've got a goal difference of 46 now. If we have a look at our schedule, you'll see that it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games without conceding a single goal in the league. That is pretty incredible. And that goal against Braga was the only other one that we conceded in domestic football. So actually we're doing incredibly well at the moment. But we do need to focus on our last couple of games. We've next up got that game against Braga in the Portuguese Cup first leg before finish off against Académica Coimbra, who are 4th in the league at the moment. Well, the second big match of this episode is away against Braga in the Portuguese Cup first leg. I'd expect us to beat them over 2 legs every day of the week. So even if we don't necessarily win this game against Braga away from home, we should be more than capable of doing it at home. But given our run of form against Portuguese opposition, we should really be crushing Braga without conceding a goal, and that's what I'm hoping for. The team is pretty much unchanged from our last game. I think Pineda coming back into midfield might be the only change, if that. So that will hopefully allow us to build on the last game and get a few goals today. Vukasovic over to Palhinha. Now Andrade's in on goal, but Murray with a very good stop. Pereira with the corner, sent in towards Cook, whose header comes to Jardel, and from a yard out, he nods it into the empty net for 1-0. Cavani over to Cancelo. Now Penaranda to Samaris. Lewis Cook in the middle, finds Cancelo again. He puts a cross in, and Pereira is there with an excellent finish to get his first goal for the club. Pereira with the corner, and there's a foul in there from Barbosa. We've got a penalty. Well, I think Edison Cavani is going to try and make it third time lucky from the spot. If we go 3-0 up, it will almost certainly kill this tie. And Cavani has failed to score again, but he gets the rebound to make it 3-0. It might be time to take him off penalties. Cavani bringing the ball forward. A couple of players to his left. He's flown past 2 players and finds Penaranda, and that is a misery compiler. 1 minute after the last goal, Penaranda gets his 15th of the season. Well, there's the full-time whistle. It's finished 4-0 to us. A very, very good win. And it means that the second leg should be pretty much a formality. 4-0 away from home is very tough to recover from. Well, so many players picked up yellow cards in the last game that 4 are out with suspensions today. So it means there's quite a lot of changes to the team. We are also switching to the home formation. That means Matthias Pereira shifts out to the left. Zivkovic comes in on the right with Cavani through the middle. Bazor is in to midfield, as is Kubas alongside Cook, with Grimaldo, Mamana, Vallejo and Fernandez now the back 4. Zivkovic with the free kick into the middle for Vallejo, who's brought it down, and Bazor needed to put that in the corner. Instead, he's put it in the middle of the net. Roboco puts the free kick in, and there's a foul in there for Mamana, and Académica Coimbra have got the chance from the spot. Up steps Mareko, and he scores an excellent penalty, doing exactly what Edison Cavani can't. Grimaldo sends the ball in. Memphis heads it on. It's come to Bazor. Now Cook, edge of the area. Thought he might have a shot. Instead, it's come to Grimaldo on the left. Now Memphis. Back to Grimaldo. Puts the cross in. And Cavani finds the bottom corner for 1-1. He's already hit 15 goals despite only joining us in January. Oliveira sends it forward to Fidato. He finds Mareko, and we are lucky that has gone wide. Free kick from Zivkovic, 91st minute. It comes back to him. He tries to take it down the left. He puts the ball in, and he's nearly fluked a goal there. There is a full-time whistle. We have failed to beat Académica Coimbra today. Just that penalty really hitting us hard. And for the first time in a while, we have failed to score enough goals. And it means Sporting, if they win their game in hand, will go 1 point above us in the title race. Well, there we are. After 6 games, we have gone from top of the league to second, now 1 point behind Sporting with 9 games to go. That is not where we want to be. Sporting still with just 1 defeat in the entire season, and that was at home against FC Porto. Now, we do still have to play them, but that's away from home, but it does mean that we could still have the destiny in our own hands, and I back us to go on and win our remaining 9 games. But The main thing in next episode is this Champions League game. We need to overturn a 3-2 defeat. We'll be at home, and I think a win will be enough to take us through. I don't see us conceding more than a couple of goals in that game. So hopefully we can get a couple of goals, keep a clean sheet, and go into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We'll also have the second match against Braga to look forward to. But overall, it's not been the best episode. A couple of tough games in there, but we were on such a good run, it was never going to live up to those standards. And we've got to look ahead to some very, very big games. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like on the video if you did, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see how this season ends. But until next time, see ya.